clean. So that's it. The size of the tube itself is the same on both components, Rally Raid and regular one. Difference is just in this part here. Rally Raid doesn't have valve here. A regular component have that small valve inside. So this insert is just a little bit different. Everything else is pretty much the same. Now the bushing, that's the other problem what we have. So this bushing will run a little bit more. This bushing will run a little bit more. It's in good shape, good condition. And these bushings cannot be purchased anymore. So there is a plenty Marzocchi 50mm forks on the market. Ducati Multistrada using them, Ducati Diavel using them, Husqvarna 610T, I believe, using exact same. All those bikes with 50mm Marzocchi forks, they bush. Those bushings, what they using is made of 1mm thick material. So what I mean by that, so let's see it together if it's visible. So as you can see, it's 0.9 material. The other 50mm bushings are, let me see, it's 1mm. So all parts what you can find, you will see on the eBay or any other website, it says fits for ETV 1000, doesn't matter Rally Raid or regular component. The original ones, and those are only bushings, what I find out, the only bushings and only forks with 0.9 material. Every other 50mm bushing, every other bike on the road, the bottom bushings are 1mm thick bushings, and that's the difference. So on my component, on my regular forks, I took the tube to machine shop, and they machine this groove. So they take a bit from here, so when you fit 1mm bushing, it will fit into boot. Otherwise you will not fit that. And original ones, 0.9mm thick one, you cannot find anymore. So for right now, I'm going to leave this bushing because it's not bad. It's not bad. So another 15,000 kilometers it will work. And then next time I will take apart and take to the machine shop so they can do whatever they need to do, so I can fit another one. Now for the top bushing, so difference is between bottom and top bushings, doesn't matter upside down fork or just regular forks like this. The Teflon, this is the Teflon outside, so on the tube itself doesn't matter if it's upside down or no, the Teflon is outside. The boot one have Teflon inside, right? So That's what you're looking for. So when they're working together, it, as I pull out everything, you see that the seal didn't come out. So that's the issue again. Probably there is some glue inside. Whoever did that, I don't know why they did that. But usually when you're pulling that out, when bushing is on, you should, with that bushing, you should pull everything out without hassle, without any issues. Should be very simple job, you know, just tug it a few times and that's it, very simple. Here, the bottom bushing passed through the top bushing, which means I already measure everything on the other boot and other fork. The bottom bushing is worn out, so this is the brand new bushing. All my parts for the Caponord usually buying at Vendel in Berlin. I'm from Croatia, so AF1 from USA is expensive for me, at least for me. Taxes and then shipping is very expensive. So all my stuff I buying at Vendel. So original parts you cannot buy anymore. Top or bottom bushings you cannot buy anymore from Vendel. But in UK you have K-Tech company, and they're doing all the stuff. So this is very common. This is very common. This is very common, and I will take the measurements. On the K-Tech, have those readily available. It's not easy to find those, you know, but just to see the measurements, what they look like. So this is 25, and then inside diameter will be about 49, whatever, and outside diameter will be about so we'll press it down, so this will be about 55, yes. And the thickness, what we say, thickness should be 2.5. Thickness of this should be 2.5, yeah, 2.5. So the bottom one is 0.9 millimeter thick. This is 2.5 millimeter thick, and this is common for all bikes. The top bushing is 2.5 millimeter thick. So this is not hard to find. It's readily available. Very simple to find. On the K-Tech, if you're going to buy and if you're going to need some of them, all those bushings, even those 1 millimeter bushings, bottom bushings, I all buy them from K-Tech. They are good quality, and they're pretty cheap. I believe this set is like $15 or 15 euros or something like that, plus shipping, of course. So it's not expensive. You could buy a Ducati Diavel with Marzocchi forks, have same exact top and bottom bushings, but if you're going and buy that from Ducati, you will pay 50 euros each. So that will be 200 euros for four bushings to overhaul your forks. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if it's Rally Raid or regular Caponord. Same parts are used. So K-Tech is much cheaper option, and the quality is very good quality. But this, what I have right now, what I'm going to fit right now inside is OEM. They're sitting and collecting the dust in my garage since 2017, so those are OEM. So this is not K-Tech. On my regular forks, I have a K-Tech, but here I'm going to use OEM because I have them. And this is a special tool, a very special tool from Aprilia for pulling out the so this marking here I did with the pliers, but this mark here is original mark, damage mark. And all this on the side, all that is damage bush originally. This is also, this part here is also damaged from wear and tear. It's not done by me. See all those markings on the side. That's bad. So this bush is worn. So as I say, there was a glue over there, so I took 240 grit sandpaper and clean it out, of course. And the dumper rod, I will disassemble that just in a second. Always load a little bit before you're assembling the Teflons. So it's simple. Add inside. Add inside. That's it. The new Teflon going on the top. Not bad. Special tool for I know there is different ways how people doing that, but this is, let's say, cheap, 30-40 bucks. You buy that once and then you're good to go. So it fits inside, works beautifully. I'm using all balls, and it's pretty good quality of the seals and dust cleaners, dust seals and oil seals. It's good quality. I'm using them all my bikes. I'm servicing the bike, so all balls is good enough. So this is the part number. Works for both components, Rally Raid and a regular one. Just lube the new seal. Doesn't need to be installed with the glue or anything like that. Don't do that. Don't use the glue on the seals. Make sure that you're installing your seal all the way down to the second groove. So inside you have a second groove. As you can see, you have the top groove and the bottom groove. You have to install that all the way down to the bottom groove. We have a dust seal to install. That's simple, straightforward. That's it. So let's take this out and show you. So the dumper rod, you have those pins. So that pin has to come out to be able to disassemble everything, to see the seals, the washers and everything else inside, shims and so on. So on one side you can see little notches. See that? Little notches, splinters. And other side is round, nice and round. You have to push that round side on other direction, so that way over there. So you're pushing round side out. Don't do that opposite. You will see now why I'm saying that. So we punch that out, and as you can see, the pin itself have notches, and one side is wider, as you can see. One side is wider. Those are those notches what I show you. Another side is round. So you have to push round side out. Otherwise you will damage the internal parts. So very important. Be careful when you look on the top. If you see those small notches. So as you can see, the other fork is identical. You have that little shim on the top, the holes on the bottom, and this part is actually where that bottom screw coming through and holding an entire forks to not come apart. And now you can pull out everything. So this is your shims inside. As you can see, we have 3 shims and the valve inside. So inside there is one needle, and this push rod I don't know how much is visible, but that push rod pressing that needle and closing or opening this hole here, so you have oil flow. See, here there's also the bushing, Teflon bushings, so that has to be checked as well. So these two parts are tied together by the threads, and I will take that. So inside we have a spring, dumping spring, good condition as well. As you can see in the factory, this was done by Loctite. So inside of that cap, top cap, dumping cap, you have a also bushing with Teflons inside. Dumping rod and internals for the dumping rod, shims, stack of shims. On this side is just a valve on the spring. That's it. See that? That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. The cap, and again, issue like that fork over there. We have issue with this part. This sitting on the top. The entire bike sitting on the top. As you can see, how much free space is just tip of those corners. 300 kilogram bike sitting on the tip of those corners. This could shatter like nothing. So this is my first washer. My first washer for this side, and this will be the second washer for the side. I measured that well. Fit inside, and that's it. This will sit on top of that, and this will be beautiful. So just if you need to know, I will measure the plastic sleeve. Plastic sleeve is about 43.25. So that's how wide your washer should be. And inside diameter is about 25.4. So about 25.6 you will be fine. that's basically it. Now we will fit this into the tube. The damper bolt has to go in with the washer. I have this kind of washer. Previous owner used this kind of washer, but it can be copper one or aluminum one, doesn't matter. You can buy this kind of stuff. It's cheap and it will work as well. OEM one is actually a copper one, but yeah, I have this kind. So yeah, going inside, stick everything inside, and this is direction how you're placing progressive spring inside, like that. Of course I will put the washer as well, my washer, and then spacer inside, all those internals. And I will put the oil before I placing the spring inside. I will put the oil inside, play with the damper up and down, fill it up all the way, and then I will measure. So I have measuring tool. I have measuring tool, and I always measure. I don't go in by volume. I always measuring the air gap, so I know that I'm 100% sure everything is fine. Okay, cheers guys.